Hey everyone, we are live. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are tuned in, oh, and I didn't stop this music to get our theme song going. My bad. There we go. So yeah, I have some announcements to go through. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn their camera. Here we go. Boom. So you get to see them. They're lovely faces. Hopefully you'll just hear my crazy voice because they might be giving away secrets. We don't want that, or do we? Spoilers. All right, so I always like to give a shout out to especially the followers that followed while we weren't even online, and I love that. A good somebody that watches this show with me on the regular, watches Crit Camp with me, the whole card. It's a nice little broadcast with, I think it's a husband and wife that do some stuff out there, and it's really cool. I don't know the other two actual streamers, but it's Glorung the Deceiver and Jax the Man. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for following. It means a lot because we wouldn't do this if, well, we probably would do this anyways, but that's not the point. So let's move on to our sponsors, but thank you guys so much for following it. It means a ton to us. Sponsors, of course, are regulars, and we are working on more always that are coming around. But our traditional Arc Knight is always there. He's based out of, I think, Houston. It's in Texas. I think it's Houston, Texas now. But yeah, they still have a lot of digital download stuff that we can give away, and I'm still working on some of those things. But yeah, check them out. Arc Knight. They do flat plastic minis, especially if. Well, I'll segue into that. My bad. But they do stuff like this, which is built traditionally for 5th edition, but it also just gives you the size of stuff. It's 20 foot radius. Hello. So it's really nice to use. I know that a lot of the systems use those types of things like Pathfinder and D&D. It's very, very useful. So check them out. Arc Knight. Ambient Realms, where we're getting our music system from, and all of our goofy noises, and I think even that magic missile. That's considered a magic missile. We have some just even little ones, and then yep. I have a lot of cool little things. But yeah, check them out. AmbientRealms.com. They check out for them because they do Huntington's Disease Society of America. They do a lot for them, and also for Huntington. I already said that one. For Autism Speaks. So make sure and check them out. The Game Room in Elk Grove. George has been a big advocate, big supporter of the show and of the whole channel. So some of this equipment we use actually was given to us by him. So thank you very much. So our final announcement is we are starting on May 9th. That's a Wednesday. We will have a new 5th edition adventure starting. So make sure and check that out. It'll be every other week. You'll get to check out this whole realm of Corollaire. Chris Crotty from Comedy Sports here in Sacramento has wanted to run a show on the channel, so he put together some players, and we're going to start a show. That's what we do here. So,
he's very cool.
Yeah, he's a very, very nice guy. He's very fun to work with behind the scenes, but also with this. So check that out. Comedy Sports Sacramento. Check them out at CSZ Sacramento. They do some really cool improv stuff there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my mic off and get it to these guys over here so we can have some fun. Did you want to? I'm just ready to click buttons. I had to change out my board here, so I can't just push buttons. I have to click them now. So, but mic is all yours.
All right. Hello there, and welcome to Generation Hero, the epic superhero saga that goes through the entirety of comic book history, one issue at a time. This is the second episode of our third arc, Battle for the Bronze. This episode is entitled No Age for Heroes, and it is a wedding episode. We're still in the 1970s. This is the second episode of that kind of arc, still in the Bronze Age. So let's go around, meet some of our heroes who are going to be in this No Age for Heroes issue. Well, just a title. This is the age for them. Let's start with Marvin. So tell me who your hero is, what your name is, who your hero is, what their vibe and power set is, and kind of what happened to them lately. So Marvin, we'll start with you.
Right. So, hi, I'm Marvin Davis, and I'm going to be playing Brave Blade, formerly known as the Secret King, a reformed villain who found a magic sword and thought he could rule an entire city on his own at the age of about 13 or something. But yeah, the sword gave him the ability to manipulate people's fears. But he realized that's not truly what he wanted. He wanted to earn people's respect the right way. So he joined the SOS, became a hero, and currently he's just ecstatic that he's actually doing something good for once. And hopes to continue that, despite what the sword might want.
Ooh, definitely. After that, we got Kat.
I'm Kat. I am playing Star Woodhouse, aka Strangel. I'm not going to say her real name that her father
thank you.
gave her today.
Thank you.
You can watch the first episode.
Yeah.
For that. At any rate, she is here on Earth. Well, let me start over. She is half human, half something else. And she is on Earth trying to find her mother. Because she believes that is the key to defeating her father, who is called Paragon the Arbiter, who is a world-devouring being. So he's a happy guy. So when I'm talking as Strangel, she talks like this because she's incredibly resigned to her fate. Her favorite band is the Carpenters. Seriously.
Whoa, rock on. After that, we have Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. I'll be playing as Venus. She... I have to get into the voice.
Oh, it's a good one.
She is 19. She was a normal child up until she became 18, which was a year ago. And all of a sudden, this luscious red hair grew out of her head. She wasn't bald, but her hair turned red. And she found that she could actually... control people or manipulate people using pheromones. And so at that point, she clearly was no longer a human, and so she's been trying to figure out who she is. The one thing that she knows is that she can use her pheromones, but if she touches anyone skin to skin, they die of Le Petit Mort, but it's actually Le Mort.
I should note that your character and my character, we killed a bunch of vampires.
We did.
We're best friends
We
now.
are friends
That's
now.
true. For a friendship forged in the dust of dead vampires.
The rest of us went gambling.
It was a good time all around. And finally, we have Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick. In case you'd forgotten, which is weird if you did. So I'm going to be playing Tai Kongjia, also known as Furious Tiger. He is a bull, using the bull playlist. So very strong, very knowledgeable of fighting styles because he's been... Before he came to America, he was a former Viet Cong, part of a super soldier program. Then he went to a... Wow, I'm blanking on the word.
Shaolin?
Shaolin
Yeah.
monk. And trained with the Shaolin monks for 4 years. And then joined up with the SOS, was with them for a couple of months, and then joined up with this little small group. Was part of an illegal fighting tournament in order to raise some money for...
That was illegal,
Bethy.
guys.
Very illegal, but it was for a good cause.
And it was organized, so
Yes.
it was a well-run illegal enterprise.
Yes.
Oh,
That's even worse.
yeah, she's right.
But yes, we were trying to raise money for Faffy.
Hey, you both cracked down on it and stopped it and saved it.
Yeah.
Or saved the lives of everyone there from being turned to vampires.
Did we actually get the money?
Yep.
No.
Not the jackpot for winning, but I believe Mr. Braveblade bet quite a lot on the Shadow Dragon Ninja Clan.
And then the other guys, I think the gorillas, they
Yeah.
had a bit of, accident.
Uh-huh. There's nothing
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 like
so heroic
I
as
hope they
as-
were wearing their shitting pants.
yeah. Nothing so heroic as fixing a fight, which you did and got a lot of money for that. So because of that, Faffy's Diner for the moment is safe. And for saving a good portion of Sentinel City's maybe less savory but still important citizens from being turned into vampires, you were all officially inducted in the Society of Sentinels, the organization of superheroes that exists around the world but is headquartered in Sentinel City. And now you're getting something a little special to kind of welcome you into that organization. So we start out, everybody here is relaxing at Strangel's place. This is something the Doomed character has called the Sanctuary, which we sort of saw
You're totally
Agent Orange's last
relaxing.
time. So what does it look like, Strangel?
My sanctuary is a castle turret floating in space. Well, to be more exact, in the space between the stars. Everything's constructed of dark matter. There is a butler named Mr. Alhazred, who basically looks like Cthulhu wearing a tuxedo. Or not a tuxedo, but a butler outfit.
So it's
Sure, a cutaway coat, striped trousers.
Basically, very formal, cuttlefish-headed butler. There are a lot of people wandering around, and aliens and various critters. They all seem to be kind of blank. They stare at Strangel with a mixture of like awe and reverence and a little bit of horror. She takes you to her room, which is plastered with posters for the Carpenters, and she puts on her little portable record player and she plays Top of the World by the Carpenters, who she loves.
So what are you guys doing as this soothing song plays in this weird place?
I feel like I'm gonna try and meditate, see if I can sort of.
Sure, tune out the horrors around you.
Yeah.
The Carpenters are really good for that.
I'm just gonna walk around, kind of look at the posters and see the den of my new best friend.
That one's Karen and Richard. That one's just Karen. That's both of them again, and they're smiling. That's another one where they're in a car. I don't know if it's their car or if that's a promotional car.
Braveblade. Well, while they're doing this, your sword is kind of rocking around in its sheath. It's very interested in this.
Okay, you want to look? You want to look? Fine.
Show me.
There. How do you like it?
It's not what I expected.
Good.
That's,
Wait! Yeah, no,
all
that's
right.
that's
Right.
Carol King, who wrote the most important record of our time, Tapestry.
Besides all
But
the
she's not in the
aliens,
Carpenters.
It's basically just a regular teenager's room. I don't know why you're so interested.
You wouldn't. Put me back in my scabbard, please.
Are you talking to your sword?
Yes, regularly.
Wow.
You know that I have a massive library where you could do some research into your sword if you so desired. Alhazred can show you the way.
Ooh,
Oh,
anytime.
that's
But just now they know that you're not food.
Food? Really?
Well, I mean, I could eat you.
No, please don't. Okay. I'm going to leave this room. Y'all have fun. Goodbye.
As you are about to leave, Alhazred comes in through the door. Like you said, he is a stoop-shouldered, tentacle-faced, weird-looking octopus man in a very crisp butler's uniform. And he says, "Mistress,
Yes,
you
I-
have received a missive, a letter of invitation from the outside world."
Ah, good. May I see it?
Indeed, I do not know how it reached us, but it is addressed to all of you. He holds out a very nice letter. It has some very crisp stationery and says, "You are cordially requested to attend the wedding of Delia Delacroix and Jonathan Maxis. And it's today's date in this evening at the Hall of Sentinels, the headquarters of the Society of Sentinels."
Oh, then he still has time to do his research.
I believe that would be accurate, mistress.
Oh, very good. Can you bring in a Tralfamadorian? I feel like exceeding the realms of space and time when I eat today.
Perhaps. Will there be anything else? Perhaps some suitable outfits for a wedding?
A wedding! How beautiful!
The wedding.
Yes.
I almost forgot about the wedding.
Yes, it's today. Maybe you guys readied outfits, maybe not, but they got anything that you want, and I think you're saying sure.
What does a traditional wedding outfit for Earth look like?
I can
Depends on where you're from.
For Earth in the United States.
Well, because this is a event attended by superheroes from all across the world, I believe as long as the outfit is formal enough, it will be acceptable.
Okay.
Very good. I shall prepare what I can.
Great. If you can't bring a Tralfamadorian, perhaps Aurelian, something like that.
I shall see what is in the larders, mistress. And he putters away. So, what do you guys wear to this big wedding?
That's a
Venus
question.
is going to wear all red to match her hair.
Oh, perfect. I love it. Color coding. Oh, and I should say, in case, because I use their code names, Delia Delacroix is Professor Diesel, who is the inventor and was sort of the handler for you guys, the superhero team, in the Silver Age arc. And then, of course, Jonathan Maxis is Skydancer. Yeah, you know him, you love him. Marvin's character in the Golden Age, who has since become a mentor and a leading light, both in the Society of Sentinels and the Civil Rights Movement, and in just fighting for human rights all across the globe. And now they're getting hitched.
I'm gonna do some. My character's gonna do some research. And
That is super canon. They had a secret affair for years.
I'm gonna roll mundane to see if she figures out what a normal human would wear.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh, she does. Pretty
Cool.
much. That's an 8. So,
All right.
So she actually is wearing something kind of appropriate.
Yeah, Mr. Alvarez is able to rustle up an appropriate gown. What do you think, Furious Tiger?
Not in black, which I learned is frowned upon at work.
Good idea.
He was originally going to actually go for a more formal Vietnamese outfit, but he feels that that would be a little inappropriate, considering the past. And so he's going to actually wear a cleaner version of his former Shaolin outfit.
Oh, sure.
He actually did have a special patch made on the back of it that was a tiger. So
Oh, nice. So everyone will know that he's the Furious Tiger.
yeah.
And then how's Brave Blade, who kind of I guess forgot about this event? How is he dressing? Is he able to get something together in time?
Well, he has an outfit, he just doesn't think it's a good idea. See, what's a king once? And at a wedding, royal attire, that might be a good idea, but then I was a villain.
Yeah, might send the wrong message.
And I'm sure they'll be fine. They know what I am.
Why don't you dress in the regal finery that the Beatles wore on their Sgt. Pepper's record?
The what on the what now?
The Beatles.
You mean the Beatles?
That's not how it's spelled.
That's how it's pronounced.
Oh, the Beatles.
Yes,
Not the Beatles.
not the Beatles.
Is it a joke?
It's in the English language. It's very complicated. I've learned.
Do you think that when we're back on Earth, you could take me to a tree museum?
Tree museum, huh?
I hear that they cost $1.50.
I think she needs the park.
Okay.
I think.
I think that's another song reference.
Joni Mitchell sang about it on Big Yellow Taxi, which I think is a type of bird.
She needs to get out more.
I know that's the Paved Paradise, but of a parking lot song, as I remember.
It is. She listens to the music, she just doesn't understand a lot of it.
Well, hey, it's the universal language.
Love.
She also thinks
Oh,
that-
that's
yeah.
true. Yeah, love is universal.
She also thinks that the Carpenters live in the North Pole because of Top of the World.
Well, we can all be forgiven those kinds of things. So I think with that, anything you want to do real quickly before you head back to our plane of existence to attend the wedding? Anything you want to take care of very quickly, or?
Did you all look up the information about your
Yeah.
sword?
I'll grab something real quick on the sword.
Okay.
Maybe something that will tell me about it.
Yeah,
Like
so...
where did it come from?
So Mr. Alvarez takes me to the library, which is just endless, when like you have two mirrors together and their reflections go on for infinity. It's like that, but full of bookshelves. And with his help, you locate a book of some kind of nasty Eastern European history dating back to the medieval era. And as you're looking through it, you see some shapes, some knightly forms that maybe some of the Golden Age heroes would recognize as the Death Knights, an order of Teutonic knights that led their bloody crusade into the Slavic countries, into Eastern Europe, and in order to achieve a final victory over the people there, tapped into dark powers and received unholy weapons and armor from, like, the devil himself in order to win that conquest. And your sword matches one of those. And you see another picture, which is of a knight, one of these Death Knights, clad in this dark armor and this fearsome-looking helmet, holding up the sword. And next to him, and this is perhaps what is strange that this image is taking place a bit after the Teutonic Knights completed their mission. It's this engraving, this old picture shows this knight and the sword next to Elizabeth Bathory, the Blood Countess, also known as the Crimson Empress.
So that's why you were so interested in her. You remember her.
She commanded the one who wielded me. He fell in her service, but she impressed me with her power. Her thirst has not been slaked, despite the gallons of blood that have gone down her throat and bathed her skin. Perhaps, with you wielding me, I will serve her again. Ooh. She's running the Hegemony of Horrors. The organization was behind unleashing those vampire bats. You guys defeated her and destroyed tons of vampires at her command the last time. Yeah.
Thanks, moment of truth.
So with that, you guys, Strangel, how do they get back to Earth from this?
We
Floating
just used
castle.
one of the teleportals. It has like some markings over it, but she knows means Earth, basically. And so that's the one that she's gonna use. I don't think that you guys really want to be in the outer reaches of the universe. Well, I mean, technically speaking, Earth is kind of on the outer reaches of the universe, but never mind. Oh yeah, and I should know, when she eats, like, whatever is brought to her, she absorbs its vitality. She doesn't actually, like, latch down on it and start chomping.
Right. She's more of a psychic vampire than a blood-drinking creature of the night like these other vampires.
But that means the food is still perfectly good to eat, right?
If you want to eat this person, I mean, it's kind of the deal that I don't kill them.
No, it's a person.
Yeah. I don't know which kind of person was brought, but yeah.
You guys want to taste? No?
I'm sorry, I
I'm gonna
don't
pass.
really have any. Well, the quarters for the cultists might have some food that you could eat. It's probably not as good as what you'd get on
Perfectly
Earth.
fine. I'm pretty sure there's going to be food at the wedding.
Yeah.
She's wearing a, like, surprisingly, like, summery sort of dress. It's like yellow with flowers on it.
Oh, nice.
Interesting choice.
So with that, teleport back to Earth, head to Sentinel Hall, and the entire place is decked out for the wedding. That main foyer, the grand opening area with all those statues that where so many of them were toppled over by DXG in our last art, is now all kitted out for the wedding. They have several tables with the cake, with all the appetizers and delicious foods out there. Right now, it's kind of the reception, the soiree, before the actual ceremony officially starts.
I remember the one thing I was going to ask about was Cygnus. If, like, Alhazard knew where he was right now.
Oh, you explain to these guys who Cygnus is as you ask him?
Yeah, he's my twin brother.
Oh.
Alharezid says, Master Cygnus remains far from us, mistress. I am searching the outer reaches of existence. He will be found, but for the moment, he is not here.
Let him know that I have some possible leads on our mother.
When I find him, mistress, I shall relay the message.
Thank you. Sorry,
Indeed.
I need to get that done before.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. She has a twin brother named Cygnus. Whoa.
Does he also listen to the Carpenters?
He says that they're not good. He likes other music that has... It sounds like people hitting skins and maybe an electronic cat.
Skins and electronic cat. You mean rock and roll?
I have some things that have the electronic cat on them, but not for that long a period of time.
Well,
You know, it goes...
speaking of,
electronic cat.
yeah, here's kind of it right now. And speaking of that electric cat, there is a band playing at this wedding. It is a Technikiller cover band.
Oh,
Though actually, the original Technikiller members are in there. All the ones that remain.
I was like, there's a lot of that group.
Yeah, which really, it's only just Agent Orange and a Cloud Singer. The rest of them are just filled in with some imitators, including that weird cartoon cat man who was fighting that Reen last night. He's in there just rocking out on the keyboard.
Oh,
A
see,
keyboard cat, you might say.
look, it's the cat. It's going to make those noises that are on my brother's records.
As he's playing away. So, while Technikiller's rockin' sounds are filling the air, there's lots of very well-dressed guests. Some are superheroes, some are politicians, local notables, celebrities. Everybody's there mixing it up at this great social event. And pretty much every Society of Sentinels characters, a lot of which were played by you guys at some time or another, is making an appearance. This is definitely one of those draw a huge splash page and it's got like, there's a little key with like numbers over them and then a huge list of character names in the corner.
2-page spread.
Ah, the
Yes.
70s special.
Yes, definitely a 2-page spread to capture this. So you guys start mingling amongst these guests. Maybe grabbing some appetizers from the white-suited caterers weaving through the crowd. And all you are sought out by different individuals. Furious Tiger, someone familiar to you actually pops in front of you. It is Red Widow.
Yeah, I've been talking with her every once in a while. She tries to take care of me when I'm been here. So, I think she goes by Odessa now.
Oh, is she Comrade O at this
Now
point?
she's Professor Stepanova now.
Oh,
Whoa, okay.
Because she's, works for the SOS and teaches people.
Oh, for sure. So, she says, Furious Tiger.
Professor S.
Has been a long time.
A little bit of time, yes.
Well, since I've seen you in the flesh, as you would say.
A little bit, yes. It's been a good couple of months, to a few years. So,
Tell me, are you earning your stripes? I made the American pun.
very good, very good. I hope so. I've been with a small group that has been sort of came together very interestingly. So,
Good. Is, you are hero of proletariat, the working class hero. Yet?
yeah, I guess you could say that, yes.
Very good. Then she leans closer and says, remember, a place like this, all heroes together, presents a tempting target for those who would harm us. Be on your guard.
I shall.
On your guard!
Thank you, Professor S, and I will cordially bow in the Shaolin way.
Oh, thank you. Very good. My children, I think we'll bring them to America too. Perhaps it'll be a good place for them to grow.
Yes, I will
But-
say my time with the Shaolin monks was also good. It might be an interesting experience for them.
We'll consider it. And she heads away. Venus, what are you doing at this wedding?
I have imbibed some champagne. I'm
Oh,
dancing
sure.
on the dance floor, and I guess unconsciously I'm like letting my pheromones out, so everyone kind of feels good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Strangel's awkwardly dancing too to the killer sounds.
I'm dancing right next to Venus. She's my best friend.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you guys are jammed together.
Yeah.
While you are dancing in
Now that
Brave
she's
Blades,
not like-
dancing with his sword there.
And by the way, now that she's not dressed at all for like dark clothing robes, it's really obvious that she's quite young. Like she's probably the same age as you,
So say about 16 or so.
about 16. But she's wearing all of her heavy goth clothes, so it's really hard to.
Yeah, it kind of covers her up. So while you guys are dancing, another individual who is unknown to you,
How
but
bad she
perhaps
is dancing.
some of you,
Better than I am.
actually no, none of you would know him. It is Flair, the former alien turned CIA agent who is now the meteor marshal for this part of space. He's an alien, and he's not hiding his alienness anymore. He's wearing his skin is all fiery. You can see the energy, the heat, kind of radiating off of him.
Huh. I've not seen one of you before.
Oh.
Does he approach us?
Yeah, he kind of dances over. Maybe not the best dancer, but he's doing his
That's
best.
definitely not the best answer.
Some
Yeah.
weird alien dance, I guess.
Yeah, he's like, this is one of the dances of my people, and various colored flames are coming off his body as he's grooving and moving, protecting the killer.
Wow, you are so hot. Literally.
Accurate. And he looks over at you and he says, you're not from around here, are you?
Technically, I am, but I just discovered that I wasn't a year ago, and now I'm trying to make the world a better place.
I definitely agree with that. Tell me, do you know where in the galaxy you hail from?
I do not yet, but I do have images of home, and promises of them helping if I need them, but I don't know where.
Could I perhaps see these images? I make it my business to defend this little planet and keep it safe as it spins its way around the stars.
Yes, of course, but I'm a little drunk now, so I don't think the images are gonna be as accurate.
Oh, you're one of those aliens, aren't you? Well,
You gotta have a good time. It's all
I
about
understand.
love.
I understand.
Does your
This
metabolism consume alcohol?
I can, but
I can't.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Although I could feed off the vitality of a drunk person.
I would advise not doing that here. This planet offers all sorts of distractions and temptations.
And soon it will be destroyed under the fist of Arbiter, or Paragon the Arbiter.
Oh, well, there is that too.
Then you know. Can you help?
Professor Delacroix mentioned it, and yes, I intend for this planet to be safe from all threats, extraterrestrial or otherwise.
In the middle of a sentence, I'm gonna grab him and start dancing.
Okay,
You're
all
so
right.
serious.
Well, look, it's only the fate of the planet, but very well, we can boogie, as you would say.
Relax
Oh,
a
that's
little
what,
bit. It's a
that's what
wedding.
boogieing is. I thought it was some bizarre booger ritual.
It is not at
It
all.
might be to some people.
Oh, that makes me feel much better about your planet.
Bizarre booger rituals makes you more comfortable at other
No, the bizarre booger ritual doesn't exist. Makes me feel better.
Okay, cool.
I
Because
thought
that was-
boogieing was somebody meant that you would pick your nose and then you put it into the other person's
Flair's like,
nose.
no planet would do something so disgusting. Well, there are a few, but they're out there. Anyway, what should I call you?
Venus.
Ah, apt name. There might be some danger coming, not just this planet, but to the galaxy. I've seen visions of a war, a civil war, or not civil war, a war that has
An infinity war, perhaps?
oh, an infinite war. Yes.
Coming out this Friday.
I know. Little plug for Larry Marvel Marching Society there.
You know, now that they have our endorsement, it's
I know. You're welcome, Kevin Feige.
We're all nerds here. So.
Oh yeah, it's all good. So Flair says, I want to know I can count on your support if the moment comes.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to hear it. And he dances with a little bit of the weight lifted from his mind.
He doesn't care about our support.
Well, you are Earthlings. I mean, there's only so much you can
Not
do.
an Earthling.
Well,
Well,
we can
more.
always try our best.
Yeah, you guys try your best.
Hey, it's our planet. We'll defend it ourselves.
He's like, yeah, you really, you try, and I respect that. That's why I respect your people. And he dances away. And Braylon, before you,
walks away.
yeah, he moonwalks. Well, maybe it's a little pre-moonwalk,
Oh, I
but he
guess
manages.
yeah.
He gets up and kind of flies away. His legs extending, using some of his shape-shifting powers. And Braveblade, before you can perhaps follow him to continue this alien argument, a very familiar face appears next to you. It is Skydancer himself. He's wearing a very nice tuxedo. I mean, it's the 70s, so I'm sure it's got lots of weird ruffles. And it might look a little silly to modern eyes, but you know, he makes it work. And he's growing older. He's got a lot of salt and pepper in his hair now, and you can definitely tell he's had a hard life of heroism. But he still seems very glad to see you there. And he offers his hand. Braveblade, good to see you, son.
Good to meet you again, sir. How you doing?
Oh, as well as any man can do on his wedding day.
Sorry, the shock of everything is still kind of not wearing off on me, but thank you, and thank you. Tell Richard thank you again. Just thanks both of you for giving me this chance.
Oh, it's understandable. He's on stage right now, finishing one of his sets of what you kids call music.
What we call music? I think he's trying to sing like rock and roll or something.
Oh, I'm sure you kids have some even crazier kind of music now.
Yes.
I tell you, what's wrong with the Andrews sisters, huh? Rum and Coca-Cola and so on. But,
Andrews, who?
I weep. Anyhow, despite the lack of your interest in real music, I'm glad to know that we've still got heroes out there in the new generation.
Mr. Skydancer, sir.
Oh yes, I remember you. I remember
to
you. Yes,
thank
from,
you for-
from the war, from Vietnam.
Yes, I have since turned away from them. As you can see, I'm a little bit differently arraigned.
I should say so.
I spent some time with Shaolin monks. My time with them was very enlightening, as well as your teachings, I guess you could say, during my time with you.
I'm glad to hear it. I do hope they helped you find some sort of peace, because I gotta tell you, there's not that much of it around these days.
Oh, he still seems so curmudgeonly on his wedding day. I want to send pheromones his way. Just
Oh,
come
are you
on.
trying to control the mind of Skydancer?
No, I just want to make
The
him
elder
a little
statesman of
happier.
heroes?
He just seems
All
so
right.
down and depressed. I can roll.
May I?
Yeah, let's have you roll. Oh, hold on. Let's have you roll, but then as you're rolling, let's hear what Strangel wants to do.
Okay. May I say that I am honored to be here on this day of your nuptials, and I look forward to the ritualized mating ritual.
Is she part of your group?
Is that not this plan?
Braveblade?
Do you guys
Yes.
do you not do the
strange
ritualized-
one? That's
Yes,
right.
but not in front of everyone.
It is not a public event, let's just say.
I mean, unless they want to make it that way.
Yeah, me and Delia certainly are not.
So I got an 8. I assume that's provoke, right?
Well, then
Kinda?
I don't know why I
Yeah,
cracked
so
my
he's
other
starting to
outfit.
feel a little bit happier about this.
Yes.
I think an 8 for provoke is,
You stumble, error, or overreact.
Yeah, I mean-
but
I'm not sure if any of those, because you're not really you're just trying to make him, you're just trying
Yeah.
to cheer him up a little
Yeah, I'm
bit,
just
make him
trying
more
to cheer him up.
happier.
Yes.
Alright,
maybe comfort-ish.
yeah. In fact, I think comfort and support would probably be the better one to roll
Yeah.
than provoke. You can roll that if you want to,
Okay.
which is plus mundane.
So that's a 6.
Okay, well, So what? I
Hey,
guess
to mark potential.
Oh, yeah.
you do get some mark potential. So your pheromones. Why do you think they're not exactly having an effect on him?
I think I'm like just kind of waving my arms, and it hits the person behind him because I'm not really focused. I'm just hello, feel happy. Everyone's gotta be
Ooh,
happy.
okay, yeah. Some random caterer, random, he might soon come back, is suddenly entranced with you again. Again. Yeah, we'll get back to that.
May I, when the random caterer comes over?
No, he's kind of going his own way. So.
Never mind. Let me know when he comes over. I have a question.
All right, so Skydancer says, "Well, maybe your dancing friend there's got the right idea. Your fella shouldn't be glum on his wedding day."
Of course not. It's a joyous occasion from what I've recalled.
It certainly is.
One that does not include a mating ritual.
No, that's true.
So
Well,
I'm going to bow to him and be like, I would like to formally congratulate you on your wedding.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations, sir. Hope for a happily wedded life.
I think so.
Congratulations, and may your last day on Earth be a peaceful one before your mate bites your head off.
That's not how it works either.
That's
Well,
If by head you mean wallet, and if
Whoa, hot take on marriage. Venus over there.
Wow.
So he
Venus
said,
has seen a lot.
yeah, I guess so. He says,
maybe I don't have all of my Earth facts straight.
well, I'm sure your teammates can help you because that's what a good team does.
Yes, they said they'll take me to the tree museum. I will pay $1.50 just to see them.
They can do that. I understand, Raveblade. You got some strange teammates, but that's all right. I've been in that position too. I know Cloud Singer has as well. You take care of them. You take care of each other. Because trust me, in our line of work, sometimes a team is all you have. Now I've got to go deal with the press a little bit. You'd think just two people getting married wouldn't be so big a deal, but when it's, I guess, one of the biggest superheroes out there, well, that gets the cameras going.
if you want, I can scare them away if you want the privacy.
Oh, I wish, but that would do more harm than good in the long run.
Eh.
I'll see you kids.
See you at the ceremony.
And he heads off. And next, Strangel, as you kind of go off the side a little bit after this weird event with after saying some maybe not the best things to the groom here.
They were inaccurate, unfortunately.
Yeah, you end up kind of sitting to the side, and there are a bunch of suited individuals who sort of walk past you, take up guard positions around. And then another person who you definitely recognize because it is the president comes in and sits next to you. Yes, it is Richard Nixon himself.
I have seen
Oh,
pictures
Lord.
of you with the Carpenters.
Oh, yes. Well, wonderful band, yes.
Yes.
I certainly, most of this music I consider has certain subversive and communist leanings, but
There's nothing subversive or communist about the Carpenters. That is
exactly,
why I
just
like
good, wholesome sounds. You know, I tickle the ivories myself now and then.
it. Oh, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
How do the ivories respond to the tickling?
Oh, I would say they just giggle and laugh. You're Strangel, aren't you? And I
Yes,
believe
I
you
am
know who I
Stranger.
am. Yes, and you're a bit of an outsider, you might say.
Yes, I am. My father is going to come and destroy this planet.
Oh,
I would rather he didn't. And I'm trying to look for ways to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
You are the president of the United States and therefore the most powerful
Yes.
person in the world.
exactly.
Can you do something to stop him, Mr.
Oh.
Nixon?
I certainly can. And don't worry, I'll have the top man on this. Don't worry.
How is your dog?
Oh, Checkers?
Yes.
Oh, such a fun dog. The kids just love playing with him. Have old running around Pat just playing in the White House there. I don't know if Checkers survived actually to the Nixon, but I doubt he really cared about that much anyway. That dog was a prop. Wake up, sheeple. Yeah, you'll notice I got no Nixon buttons on, so not a fan. I know. Yeah. So
In my opinion, you are the greatest president that I know of.
Well, that gladdens an old man's heart to hear it from the lips of such a beautiful young girl as yourself.
Thank you. I give him a really cheeky smile. Now, I'm wearing vampire fangs, but actually, in reality, all of Strangel's teeth are sharp.
Whoa! All right. Well, at this tooth figure, he's a little alarmed, but
Sorry, I
Not-
forget
not
that
too
you don't
much.
have normal teeth.
he covers it up well. He's like, no, trust me. You're an outsider. You're and your whole family, which I am aware. I've heard of this Paragon fellow before from Professor Delacroix and other sources. You're all outsiders. You're strangers here. Strange angels, perhaps?
Yes, I would like to be an angel. I'm here to help.
Yes, and so am I. And you know, I'm also a bit of an outsider. I wasn't born with a silver spoon like all of this Ivy League crowd, and so maybe I cut a few corners now and there. And you can tell he's maybe been into the champagne a little bit. Sure, I cut a few perhaps, but hell, is that any reason to throw a man out of his job before it's finished?
Mr. President Nixon, is somebody going to throw you out of your job before you
Oh, I
finish it?
think all those committees, all this trouble, this problems, people fucking up. It's not well. Anyway, I'll deal with it. I'll withstand. Yeah, he's kind of railing and raving a bit.
Yeah, she's probably literally the only person that's told him that he's doing a good job. In like a long time.
You and me, stranger, we'll beat those cocksuckers yet. Don't you worry.
Are the rest of us hearing this poor, sad?
The Secret Service are kind of covering it up and being like, Mr. President, we should probably
Mr.
go.
President, may I ask, why do people suck chickens?
It's just an expression. I'm sorry. Perhaps I get a little worked up, but it's just because I care so much
I've
about
heard
our
that word on one
democracy.
of my brother's records, and I just wasn't sure why someone would suck a chicken. It seems
Well, there's no room for that kind of filth, I should say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll leave you here to the wedding, but it's certainly good to have met you, Miss Stranger.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, and I hope that you can defeat my father before he sucks your soul out of your face.
Thank you.
And or
And she gives him like a double-handed hand.
Yeah, he returns it too, and he heads away and departs.
I think he's a very nice man who would never be embroiled in controversy.
I would so love to plant the fear that his whole life is about to crash down around him.
Oh no!
I think he knows.
Yeah, he's definitely got that fear.
Can I roll for it?
You could, yeah, go ahead. Curse the president with fear. Let's do it.
Well,
Like we said, he already knows. The sword glows. He just kind of shakes his head and walks away.
it's a one.
Oh, yeah, more potential then.
Yeah, more potential. But I mean, look, dude's already recording like every conversation.
So I'm holding my
He's
sword
got
up.
he's got his enemies list.
He has
He's
some
paranoid.
interesting opinion about
So I'm
Jewish
holding
people.
my-
Oh yeah, we might see some of that later.
So I'm holding my sword out, and even that's just like, nope.
Yeah,
It's
not
bad.
happening.
Dude, he's already freaked out.
As he's leaving, Stranger, you get one more visitor.
Okay.
It is Americ Heyman, who is
Oh.
the hero who kind of recruited you all. He's that Cayman-headed sort of alligator man
Yeah.
who is wearing now a kind of unfortunate powder blue tuxedo with lots of ruffs.
I like your shirt.
Thanks. It's good to get a compliment. You know, I think it looks snazzy.
Yeah,
First one today, huh?
Yeah,
it's very blue
true.
and puffy.
So was the president? He was a little. I kind of heard him swearing at you.
Yes, he was saying the cocksucker and fucker.
Oh, jeez. Look, as sort of the spokesman, one of the leading lights of the SOS, I work with the American government pretty hand in glove. I'm with the president, and he's under a lot of stress right now. Sometimes he says things he really doesn't mean.
I thought he was very nice.
Oh yes, he's a good man. He cares about things, and he cares about the SOS. He does support us, I should say, and that's something that I've really worked to put together. So I just wanted to thank you for not like terrifying him, giving him any nightmares, and he kind of gives you a little side eye.
Oh, geez.
I appreciate it. All right, well, thank you.
I'm
Please,
trying to not be terrifying. My dress has flowers on it.
nice.
She
Enjoy
says
the.
with her mouthful of
Yeah,
giant
that would be
boogers.
terrifying. Well, enjoy the wedding. Now, Venus, the person who your pheromones affected, the reason they hit him is because it was somebody they had already hit. It is Tweedledum, who you remember was one of the goons of the Mome Rats.
Oh, he's not dead.
He survived, and now he's kind of he's went back to the wet bar and is like getting some more champagne. And he has, he's gotten a haircut. He's wearing like a white tuxedo, caterer's outfit, that kind of uniform now. But you can definitely tell it's the same dude. Even you can see kind of the sort of the playing card, weird tattoo kind of creeping up his collar a little bit. He kind of hastily covers.
So I guess I'm gonna check. Like, oh, guess who's here?
Oh, it is the dumb man.
It is.
Dumb man.
He's a dumb man.
New superhero for the show.
Do you think we should do something about that?
Yeah, I should go talk to him.
Okay.
We already have such a good relationship.
Okay,
Okay.
So you want
I'll
to
be-
there?
Blade's here.
I'll be your ring person.
Okay.
You spread the wings.
So I
There's
guess.
like even psychic projections of like eagle wings.
Whoa.
So I guess I'm gonna walk up to him when he's at the bar, lay my hand, and be like, "Oh, hello."
Hello there.
Does he remember, or does he not?
His brain is pretty addled, but
Oh.
he sort of remembers you in the back. He's like, the beautiful woman. I remember. The terrifying woman. I remember.
I'm the wing person. I eat grubs.
So,
He nods
fancy,
warmlessly.
fancy seeing you here. What's going on?
Oh, I'm a caterer.
You're a caterer.
You want some champagne? A little bubbly?
Of course I do.
Yeah, drink up. He passes you the champagne there.
So, who else is here? Is it just you?
Oh, all the Mome Rats are here.
All of you.
We got
Wow.
some great friends too. Some he starts to giggle a little bit. Party crashers.
Party crashers. What can you tell me more?
Oh, I just know a little bit. But if you go up to the roof, that's where the party crashing is really about to begin.
Really? Oh, wow. Well, have some champagne with me. This is great.
Oh, thanks you. And as he's doing, he's like, the other woman, the other beautiful red-haired woman, she gave me something to drink too.
Oh, what did she give you?
Oh, some sort of weird liquid. It was a little grayish and silvery. And then she gave me a kiss. And the kiss hurt.
Where did she kiss you?
Oh! And he looks around, he's like, I can't show you. It would mean taking off my clothes if I did. I can't do that. I'm supposed to be a caterer.
Oh, well then, I snap my fingers and a black scrim appears around us. Okay, actually, I should probably roll to make sure I can actually do that. Yeah, it won't last very long, but that's a 7.
Ooh, okay. He's like, all right. He unbuttons his uniform a bit. You can see on his chest there's big tooth marks. He buttons it up real quickly.
Which is probably about when it disappears.
So did you already drink whatever she gave you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what should we do?
Oh no, that's the worst hickey I've ever seen.
True.
Look, over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna drain his vitality.
Oh
All right. Give me the directly engage. But something might happen when you do this. So.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
That is a 7.
Okay.
So...
You're gonna take one.
Take 1. So I'll take something from him, which is to say his life essence.
Sure. Life essence goes into you, but there's something else that comes with it. You're taking a powerful blow, first of all, because of this.
Oh boy.
It's not vampire though. It's
7! So something happens.
Yes. So, well, I'll tell you what happens when you are ingesting.
Okay.
This is werewolf essence.
Oh, crud.
Yeah, it's like this kind of lycanthropy. Yeah, this is like you're getting you just put a little straw and sucked up some lycanthropy. So that werewolf curse is stealing its way through you.
Is there any way we could, like, I don't know, block this from happening?
A little too late. She did the sucking. It happened.
You can't unsuck
Did I get
What has been sucked cannot be unsucked.
Did I get all the lycanthropy out of him?
Well, you drained his vitality, so
Yeah.
if the lycanthropy, I mean, he's still a lycanthrope,
Right.
but right now he's kind of like dazed and it just
Right.
collapses.
Okay.
So for 7-9, you got to pick one of those.
Okay. Let's see.
Lash out verbally, give ground, struggle past the pain, take 2 conditions.
As he falls to ground, we like pat his hair. We're like, oh, poor
Let's
baby.
see.
Yeah, people are starting to notice that a caterer has just collapsed now. So
I'm
Let
gonna
me get a little
say
bit of
my
attention.
opposition gets an opportunity in that I start turning into a werewolf.
I would say so. Yes, you start werewolfing out at this point. So are you just like turning into a normal-looking wolf or something weirder?
I mean,
'Cause-
I'd imagine she's something weirder than a normal-looking werewolf.
yeah, that's what I figured too. It's a
Because she's like
demon.
also half demon, so now she's like 1/3 demon, 1/3 wolf, and 1/3 person.
Sure.
Math. More
Yeah,
math.
sure.
What's
Half
the
man, half shark, half
remaining
alligator.
0.01%.
Well, we'll go with more person. Don't know.
So what does it look like?
So it's like this large black werewolfy beast, but it's got like a row of eyes like a spider instead,
Ooh.
and the tail comes to like a barbed point, and there's an extra set of arms.
Whoa. So you would transform into this werewolfish monster. People are starting to yell and scream now.
And I'm gonna make my way up to the roof.
Okay, so you're getting out of there before people can really react to this
Yeah.
transformation?
Yeah, by the way, my clothes are adaptive clothing, so this beast is still wearing a pretty summer dress.
Cool.
Nice.
Maybe in a superhero wedding, it's not that weird.
Alright.
So, strange wolf, I don't know what you want to call it. Wolf Joel?
Wolf Joel.
Wolf Joel.
Wolf Joel heads
Strange
up.
Wolf. I kind of like Strange
Strange Wolf. Strange Wolf sounds a lot better than Wolf Joel.
Wolf. Let's go with Strange Wolf.
All right.
Oh, and I take her with me. I grab her in one of my extra hands.
Are you going, Venus?
I don't like fighting by myself.
What about you two?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have we haven't gotten that information. So
You just see this wolf-like creature.
You know Tweedledum is there, and you kind of saw her transform. But yeah, you might not have overheard about the roof.
We're not on drugs, are we?
no,
Okay, cool.
I feel like we should inform someone about
Yeah.
this.
And maybe calm down the crowd a little bit so we don't start a panic.
I'm not good with calming people down.
As she's carrying me, can I try to do my pheromone and like calm people down?
Oh, sure. Yeah, as you're leaving out there. Okay, yeah, that will come people down. Give me unleash your powers.
8.
All right. Yeah, they're calmed down, but it might be temporary. The calmness might not last. But it's enough for you guys to leave without people really getting super alarmed. The strange wolf transformation.
This is normal at a wedding.
Yeah.
We should probably follow them, figure out what the heck's going on. Grab Tweedledum. Take him with us.
Why don't you do that? I'm actually going to go see if Professor S is around. Maybe I can talk to her.
Okay.
All right. So we'll do you fighting Professor X, and we'll do everything on the roof.
Yep.
So you spot her. She is looking over the canapes and being like, "No caviar." Disappointing.
Professor Stepanova, we seem to have discovered possible party crashers.
This is what I feared. Who do you think is behind this?
Well-
Slider, perhaps?
No, smaller group than that. I believe they have a very sort of, I believe it's this Alice in Wonderland theme.
I know the story. Yes.
Yes, and I believe one of my companions just possibly turned into a werewolf, maybe. So I think there's
These things happen.
There's some.
It's not surprising.
Well, it is Strangeville after all. But I think there's some possible.
She says, there are werewolves, from what I know from watching Lon Chaney movie. Only one thing can harm them, silver. I don't have any silver on me. I'll talk to the other heroes, see what we can
Yes,
find.
that's part of the reason why I came to you. I think I should probably head up to the rest of my group.
Good
See if I
idea.
can maybe head off these crashers.
Ooh, good point. All right, so you rush over and join them. Also, you just manage to hustle a little bit and kind of get onto the tail end of their party, maybe the literal tail with Strange Wolf.
Yeah. Good old Strange Wolf. I'm looking at the other abilities that I can steal.
Oh, sure, it might come in handy.
Okay, I don't want to, because I've made it very clear repeatedly that she doesn't really know that much about a lot of stuff. Can I roll mundane to see if she might know something about the whole silver thing?
Oh, sure. Well, Furious Tiger knows for sure, so you could always ask. But yeah.
Oh, dang. That's a level 11.
Nice.
Okay.
So, question. The wedding party, silverware?
Some, but maybe not enough to really hurt a wolf.
Okay.
You might need some more powerful silver weaponry to truly deal with them.
Okay. Nevertheless, while I'm climbing up to the roof, I am going to use my telekinetic powers to draw all the silverware to myself.
So you're just pulling every fork, spoon, and knife out of this party?
Yeah, I'm using one of my extra sets of eyes to look back at where the silverware is.
Alright, you guys
I
gonna
specified extra eyes.
let her know not to perhaps do this crazy thing, or?
Do you even know?
Do
what
we-
I don't think we know what she's
Oh,
doing.
alright, well,
currently carrying
okay,
it.
let's
We just
See
hear a
up
bunch
the
of like
stairs.
rattling.
Yeah, let's roll Unleash Your Powers.
Okay. Let's see, that is a 7.
Okay.
So,
So,
on a hit I do it, on a 7 to 9 mark a condition,
yeah,
so I guess I could mark a condition.
sure.
I'm gonna mark angry, because I'm a werewolf, and I should be.
Yeah, it's an angry kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but all this silverware, this huge tide of forks, knives, and spoons flies up after you.
Right, which is sort of orbiting us now, like the rings of Saturn.
Do it about the chow down a piece of cake and you pull the fork right out of his
Yeah.
Yeah. Aww. President Nixon was like, "What the? Get back here!"
That's my cake!
Pull Nixon along.
I'm not letting go of this.
So yeah, so now there's this demon wolf beast holding her in one hand. You're on her tail. Is
Well,
that
sort
accurate?
of. I'm basically just following you, and I think as soon as I catch up, I'm like, strangely, you might want to tone that down.
Just a little bit.
Tone down to being a monster.
No, the silverware.
Stop ruining the wedding.
I'm saving the wedding.
You're ruining the wedding. Look at that fork. It's got a piece of cake on it.
Aww. Strangely, do you feel you'll take a powerful blow from that verbal lashing about ruining the
Yeah,
wedding?
I'm gonna take a power.
Yeah, I think. I was,
well, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean it's to me to kind of.
Yeah, and that's a 7.
I mean, I didn't
Alright.
mean to take it first.
Are you marking two conditions or lashing out?
I'm
back?
lashing out.
All right, who
I
do you
say-
insult?
I say, screw you, sword boy. You don't even have the guts to wield that thing properly.
Oh, you're taking a powerful blow from that neat
Can
insult.
I?
Man, the team's just falling apart with
Alright, can I
meanness.
have comfort? I guess.
Okay, you cover and support one of them
Okay, I'll.
before you
Seven.
reach the rooftop. All right,
Well,
which
her,
one?
she's the unloaded gun or
Okay.
loaded gun.
Yeah, give her the comfort and support. What do you say to try to make her feel better?
So that's a 7.
Okay,
Is that
that does it. Yes,
okay?
So does that cause me to lose my angry condition?
definitely. So what do you say, Venus?
Oh come on, Wolf Gold. No, Strange
Strange
Wolf.
Wolf.
Strange Wolf. You're a strong, powerful wolf. You is kind. You is strong. You is part of this team.
Is this from the Help? She's just a big fan of the Help. Venus.
So,
I'm sorry. And I lick him.
Oh,
Can
that
I
comfort and support?
Can I provoke myself
Sure.
into a foolhardy action?
Sure, I'll allow
What is
it.
comforting and supporting?
Or I guess one of them is taking a foolhardy action
Yeah.
in there. So yeah.
What's comforting and
it's provoke
supporting
someone
is
into-
superior.
Provoke is superior.
What's
Oh,
your
no,
what's
I
your
was
foolhardy
trying to
action?
comfort and support.
Great,
him.
My foolhardy action?
Mundane.
Don't know how to use my sword, huh? I'm gonna take Tweedledum, put him on the ground, and put the sword to his neck.
I failed at comforting and supporting him.
Okay, yeah, he's not comforted.
I mean, clearly.
Like,
He
I
is
tried-
not comforted nor
I-
supported.
I tried to lick him, and he was already charging with the sword.
Braveblade, calm down. We don't need this right now.
Oh, really?
The sword says, "Kill him." They think you're weak. Take his
Braveblade.
lifeblood.
Calm yourself. You don't need anger. Anger is not what is needed at this point. We need to save people, not kill them.
So
I
are
wasn't
there
gonna kill him, just scare him a little.
people up on this roof?
Well, you're still kind of in the stairwell leading up to the
Oh,
rooftop.
okay. I'm still going.
We're still
Can
sort of
I-
waiting. So Ray, oh,
Can
Venus.
I don't know if this. Can I provoke him to be like, oh, there's these people on the roof that you can really show your worth.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to, defeat this unconscious dude.
Sure, go. We'll provoke.
There's
That's,
I think a
an
little confusion about how my character was getting to the roof because she was just
We're
she
going.
wasn't taking the
Oh,
stairs.
well, it wasn't. I mean, this is indoors. Like you can't.
Oh, the wedding's in. I thought
Yes.
it was
Oh, I thought
outdoors
it was
in the
outdoors,
courtyard.
too.
Yeah. No. It's all inside.
Oh,
It's
okay.
inside the hall
I got
of the.
That's
Society,
a
yeah.
misunderstanding.
So you do in order to get to the rooftop. You do gotta take the stairs.
Okay.
I'm like, Braveblade, look, there's more evil people upstairs. I think you can show your prowess with them instead of this dumb guy right here.
Let's kick their asses.
Even the sword seems a little into that.
More.
And I'm running up the stairs.
Control yourself
You're
right now.
right.
You can
Yeah, I'm using
Whatever it is
the
that you
front
need.
feet, the back feet, and I'm still holding.
How are you moving?
Huh?
How are you still holding?
Because I got extra limbs.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Going back in the sheath. We're good.
So with that,
Calm it down.
you guys reach the rooftop.
Still taking him with us.
On this-
Negotiations.
On this rooftop, it's a pretty even, kind of open, flat cement area. It's like a water tower and a few other undulations and so on. In the center of it, you can see a few individuals. Jabberwocky is there, still wearing his weird pale outfit, and he has his hand in his pockets and is looking out at the sky. There's a bunch of other mome rats around, and the Crimson Empress is there as well. And he's looking skyward. He kind of spins around and watches as you approach. And he looks over at Strange Wolf and says, "Ah, the Cheshire Cat. Love that grin."
And I roar at him, and I'm going to do a doom track to unleash a sonic weapon.
Ooh. Okay. So the Sonic Blast sends him and his goons sprawling.
Should I roll?
Oh, yeah, you need to roll for those,
Is
yes.
that a danger or a freak? It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing for me.
Okay. Yeah, just unleash your powers.
Dang. Okay, that's a 12.
Nice.
Okay, with that roll, the Crimson Empress is knocked off.
Yeah.
She skids off the side and falls off the roof. Most of the other Mome Wrath goons are knocked down and sent sprawling.
Cool.
Jabberwocky is knocked on his back as well. Does not go off the roof. He kind of looks up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I will let you know that I pounce on whichever one is the nearest to me and just start shaking it like a rag doll.
Oh, all right. You're grabbing those other poor Mome Wraths. He was like, "Ah!" And you're just ripping him back and forth.
Yeah.
This poor henchman.
I just want to scare them as much as possible.
Yeah, they're pretty scared. Jabberwocky, not so much though. He picks himself back up and says, you know, we're all mad here. Take a look around. Look at that city out there. All those little electric lights. All little bits of madness. Take a look at the world. You know it, man. You've been there. You've been out there. You see what it's like. It's all napalm. It's fire. It's death. And for what reason? Not one that I can consider. That's what Lewis Carroll figured out long before anybody was born. See, I've read it. I've seen the secret messages hidden inside the text. It tells you that nonsense is all around us. You just got to accept the chaos. And once you do that, man, you can do anything, including, and he holds his hand skyward, bringing down a shooting star. And with that, a asteroid starts screaming down from heaven and heading straight towards the SOS. And you guys realize as it's coming closer, you can see it's got this, it's like a hollowed out asteroid. It's maybe about half as big as the building, so not that big, but still, it's not earth-shattering big, but it's still building-shattering big. And it's got installations, like rocket propulsors on one end. It is a command comet for the meteor marshals, and it has been hijacked. And it's careening straight down towards the SOS HQ.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah, there's the sound
I'm
of
gonna
it.
go last, but I do have something that I'm gonna go last.
How close is it?
It's right now it's pretty far out, but it'll be far out. Huh? But it's coming closer and closer. It'll be there in like any second. So
Okay.
it might even crush you guys once you get off the roof,
Okay.
or find somebody to be safe here.
So I'm going to call on my alien technology to take a move from the Nova. I'm going to do the shielding.
Ooh, okay.
So let's see. That's a 7. So I get a 2. Okay, so I'll do shielding over the whole area.
Okay, so with that, you guys aren't going to get crushed by the comet, but it does take out the roof. And what does this shield look like?
It's just this light red, pinkish.
Gotta be pink.
Yeah, it's gotta be pink. With, and when the asteroid hits it, there's like a heart.
Oh, cool! I love it. This beautiful pink shield, this bubble, smashes through the rooftop and kind of falls through, and you sort of land into the balcony area that's overlooking the foyer. So you smash there. You're all a little bit rattled, but thanks to the shield, you're okay.
Okay.
However, you might not be okay for long because the comet is smashed down, the roof's gone, bits of the rooftop and dust and plaster is raining down into the foyer where the wedding's taking place.
I'm going straight for Jabberwocky.
Okay, well, you can't really see him too much. He was kind of, he managed to find some cover, but he'll when the comet hit.
I was hoping to grab him before the comet hit.
Ooh, okay. Well, next time. He's going to be mixing up in the floor in a second. But you can see coming out of the comet, little metal doors slam open, and a bunch of spider robots are heading down. They look a little bit like Tarantula, that robot enforcer, where they have they're humanoid, but they have 8 electric eyes, and their round heads. But they're maybe not as buff as him, and they're way more mindless. These are the Arachnotron, Spider's new robotic foot soldiers. They start hitting down on lines. They all have like assault rifles or laser cannons and are firing down into the assembled guests.
Okay.
Also happening, I'll let you guys go just what. This is when the werewolf transformations among the caterers start going on too.
Of course.
So there's a whole bunch of werewolves bursting to life, ripping apart the caterer clothes, and starting to rampage in the wedding as well.
I'll take care of the werewolves, you take care of the robots.
I think I can do that. So I'm
You
going
want
to
to be
just...
on werewolf duty with me?
I'd rather get the people out of here.
Okay, great.
A lot of innocent people down here.
You want to be on werewolf duty with
Nope.
me?
I'll be on robot duty. I got a great one.
Oh, I don't like fighting by myself.
I'll catch you after we're done with this.
I'll be back in a minute.
Ooh, okay, let's see what Furious Tiger does.
So
By the way, this
Are the-
giant, terrifying...
are the robots on the same level?
I don't like fighting by myself.
Oh, poor Strange Wolf.
It's because facing danger alone marks the thing off on our doom track.
Ooh, what's gonna happen? Alright.
So, are the robots down below or are they up above?
They're actually kind of even with you. They're descending on lines. They're like kind of rappelling down
Okay.
from the comet into the ground floor.
Okay, so if they're still repelling, can I basically grab onto one of them and try and take out as many as I can?
Ooh, sure. Give me a directly engage.
Specialty. 12.
Whoa. All right. Pick 2 with that one. Yeah. That's the machine guns as these arachnotrons are rappelling down.
Let's go with
Well, it's some brutal machine gun fire. Hope everyone's okay.
yeah. Resist and avoid the blows, and let's go with. I'm not sure really what to take besides them.
We take something, create an opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's create an opportunity for the allies. Sort of keeping them occupied, so that they're not firing on innocent people.
Okay, so kind of describe what moves are you using to
So basically,
handle these repelling robots.
I'm just going to run up on, run and jump off of the balcony, grab onto one of them on the line, and just sort of swing out and take it. Just trying to sort of, I guess, grab as many as I can and sort of get them back onto.
Whoa. Okay. So as you're swinging around, I just realized this is literally wire fu. Like this is this is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in real life. You're doing.
Yeah.
So you're doing a pretty impressive display, wrapping up some of these robots. Venus, I think you're also on robot duty.
Yes. So the device, it's a human device, right? It's a human machine-ish.
These arachnotrons are made by spiders, so made by human hands.
Okay,
yes.
so I'm going to use my alien tech skill, and I'm going to try to hotwire the robots so they just start attacking the werewolves.
Ooh, okay.
That's an 8. So on them, it's considered a miss because I didn't get a 10 or up. The device
Right.
works, but it has a completely unintended side effect that you will reveal.
Okay. So the side effect is that they are attacking the werewolves, but they're also kind of attacking everybody. Their allegiance has been switched to just destroy everything, even perhaps each other. Some of them are shooting at their fellow arachnotrons as they all sort of land. By this point, the ones that he didn't tie up have crashed into the party. The ones he knocked down have been smashed against the wall or just torn apart by his flying punches and kicks. So bits of broken robots are coming down. Some of them are landing on the walls and crawling down spider style and reaching the floor. So, Strange Wolf, what do you do to take care of these rampaging werewolves?
Well, I never said that I got rid of my orbiting band of
Yes, you still have the silverware, so you could use that on them.
Nice. So basically, I'm using it as a weapon to just hit one at a time. Because yes, an individual silver fork's not going to do a bunch, but every single bit of silverware slamming hard into a werewolf is probably going to kill it.
Oh, for sure. Let me directly engage and see how you do.
Sure. I get to mark potential.
All right. So why isn't this as effective as you thought it would be? Your silverware stratagem.
I accidentally just used the spoons.
Oh man, spoons just bouncing off werewolves. It's not working.
Yeah. It's less effective than I thought it was.
Yeah. Brave Blade, what are you doing in this chaos? You're gonna try and get the crowd out of there?
Yeah, try to make an evacuation route. And maybe calm down people. Order them, don't panic, everyone. Just move in a calm, orderly fashion out of the building.
All right, give me your confident support as you're kind of aiming the sword at people.
Well, I'm trying to eliminate their fear
Oh, okay.
That's sorry.
with the sword.
Yeah,
Be scared!
yeah, I like that because you're kind of using the
That's
sword's
why
magic powers
Under control.
to take away fear instead of instill fear. So why don't you do unleash your powers?
Great. Nice. That is an 11.
Whoa! All right. So what does this look like when your sword is absorbing fear instead of putting fear out?
Well, it's kind of drawing the fear toward its blade, so I hold the sword up high and say, "Everyone, please, in an orderly fashion, get out of the building. Follow me. Listen to the guy with the sword."
And they are definitely doing that. The other hero is starting to help them.
And I just point them over there.
As the civilians, the non-superpowered individuals are going out, some of the other heroes start making their appearances known. Professor S, she's definitely smashing into those werewolves and mixing it up. I would say Monarch Merman's in there too, just going toe-to-toe with the wolves,
Yeah.
fish against wolf.
Am I officially not fighting alone anymore, and I don't have to mark
Yes,
the
you are
doom
not
sign?
fighting alone because heroes are fighting with you. But
It's like a rallying cry.
yeah, and
I'm just seeing. Do I need to mark a doom sign for having faced them alone at all for like the one turn?
I'll say so. Yeah, yeah, because these things happen. So they're fighting the werewolves, but it is kind of like to a standstill. Agent Orange kind of runs in and gets you two who are fighting who are definitely down below. The rest of you are descending, but are still quite there just yet. And Agent Orange says, I'm getting my Irish accent on. Apologies to Eric if I messed this one up. Agent Orange's former player. But he says, "You lot, you're doing a good job trying to lead the escape here. But let me tell you, without the equipment that the heroes have, it simply won't work. What you need to do is run to the coat room. I can't punch out werewolves with me bare hands now, can I? Go over to the coat room. That's where all our equipment is. Bring it out, and then we'll really show these wolves and these little spider bots a thing or two."
Can I yell at him? She's like, I think I got the bots covered.
That's well you are, my boy. But bring us what we have, and we'll finish them off.
So wait, are we all supposed to be on gathering weapon duty?
Well, one more thing happens too. The Olympian, who is our Greek hero, who is now kind of taking up the mantle of Athena, he is he's just like using a table and just smashing werewolves with it. And he says, "This won't work. The weird wolf woman girl, not to call wolf woman. That's another hero. Strange wolf. That's
Strange.
the strange wolf.
That's me right now.
Yeah, she had the right idea. We gotta use silver, but the silverware just ain't gonna cut it. What you guys need to do, some of you gotta run up to the treasure trove up on the second floor. Athena's spear is there. It's tipped with silver. Enchanted silver. Once we have that, I can wield it, one of you can wield it. It will emanate silver essence throughout this whole room. Destroy these wolves.
Okay, I guess I'll go
It's
for that
strange.
sphere.
You wouldn't happen
Well,
to know if the
I think
sword
I'm-
is made of silver.
Which I might be close
Is
to
his
that.
sword made of silver?
Oh, you are closer.
Yeah.
Seems
Or
like
else.
There might be silver in it, but not enough to kill a werewolf. You can maybe hold a werewolf at bay with it, but
So now that I know that the spoons and the forks don't work, I'm gonna try to launch just knives at one of the werewolves.
okay. All right, give me unleash your powers. You know that works.
I mean, that might work.
Yeah. Hey, that's an
there we
11.
go.
Nice.
All right. Thanks to these knives, you just like tons of. Or actually, what does it look like? You can describe it.
Basically, in the revolving thing of silverware, like the spoons and the forks just plop out of it, and it's a much narrower, deadlier, like stream of silver that just pierces right through one of the werewolves and sort of circulates through his body and bursts out various parts of it and then coalesces back into a single stream of silverware.
Well, nice. We get to kill those werewolves.
All right. So one werewolf is officially dead. There's still a whole bunch more rampaging around. You got to get that spear of Athena to finish him off. To turn the tide of battle.
Yeah, I think since I'm sort of closer to the second floor, I'm gonna sort of make my way through, or I guess smash my way through the robots to get to the spear.
Okay. So you're rushing over there. Who's going with him?
I'll clear a path. Help you out
Okay,
a little
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Well,
Shall we
yeah.
go gather?
What are we gathering?
Weapons for the other
Oh.
heroes.
Sure.
All right.
You can ride on my back. She's enormous. So.
And we'll cover you. Like a team.
So I'm basically running like the cat bus in Totoro now, so I'm just going like super freaking fast.
All right. We'll do you guys first. So you two dash down the hall and reach the coat room. And unfortunately, as you're coming around this, there are a whole bunch of human mome rats with like assault rifles, shotguns, making a firing line. Jabberwocky's made his way down here, and he kind of peeks his head out of the coat room area, and he just says like, "Light them up!" and they start unloading on you guys.
I am going to fill up my Doom track to do portal.
Ooh, you just portal through?
Just portal through right into the coat room, which is where Jabberwocky is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So we're in there with him. I'm gonna guess that kind of takes him by surprise.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. So now my Doom Track got filled up, so I take another Doom sign, and I took Bolstered. Mark your Doom Track to use an adult move one time.
Ooh. Venus. So, wait, does Venus go with you?
Yes.
Yeah, Venus
I am
portals
there.
with me. She's
I'm
in there with
in
me.
there. So I guess now we're behind the firing line. then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like we're in the coat room with Jabberwocky and all the weapons.
All right, and you could see he's been helping himself with these superhero weapons. He's got on Skydancer's jetpack.
Of course. But that motherfucker.
I know, a thief. And he has Cloud Singer as one of his like sonic guns in his hands.
That motherfucker.
I know. Marvin, you just picked a lot of guys who use like cool technology and stuff. So he has like Atlantean swords, all kinds of crazy weaponry. He's kind of been
How much can
stealing
he
the order.
carry?
Not that much, but he puts a sword in his belt. Maybe a few more things he's thrown in the pockets of his coat that you might find out.
So Venus is gonna take off her glove
Oh,
and touch his face or wherever it is open.
okay. Give me Unleash Your Powers.
Oh.
Mark potential.
All right.
Oh, hey.
You touch him, and you realize something especially, maybe this is alarming, this is what maybe ruins it. He just seems like totally human. There's nothing supernatural or weird about him. He's just a man. And somehow, despite the fact he's just a man, his madness and his evil has bent an entire gang to his evil cause. He raises that sonic gun, and he just says, I think it's some cool. He says like snicker snack, and you're taking the powerful blows. He blasts you back with Sonic.
Oh yeah, I take it.
Yeah.
Which one? What did you roll there?
An 8.
Okay, so you're taking one from the lower list, not the worst. You're thinking lash out verbally to provoke a teammate, give ground, or struggle past the pain.
She's gonna lash out. She's gonna be like, "You can't protect me, Strange Wolf.
Oh
Why are you
no!
here?"
Force Strange Wolf's taking another powerful blow.
Oh, damn. Twice in one day.
I know, just force it.
I'm doing fine, and I marked my potential all the way up,
Nice.
which means that I get to level up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear a Doom sign.
Nice.
Because I can, and I need to, because I can't have her, like, summon her dad this early in the game.
Oh yeah. Not yet.
Not yet. So never mind the thing about adult moves.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I do want to prove myself to my bestest friend, and I do pounce right on this guy.
All
And
right.
start chewing on him, on his face.
Okay, you throw him down, start biting into him.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me directly engage?
Okay. Let's see. That is a 9.
Okay. Pick one of those things.
Pick one of those things.
You are hurting him a bit too. He's
Yeah.
getting kind of clawed up and chewed up.
Let's see.
He's a chew toy for a demon puppy.
Right. I think I am going to impress, surprise, or frighten him. I feel like this would be terrifying. I feel
Oh,
like
for sure.
this is going to wipe the smug. Like, everything's crazy. Like, having the face of something that's actually legitimately
Yeah, actually crazy,
and
yeah.
killing him, like, on him, on his chest, like, seeing the face of death
Mm-hmm.
in front of him. And, like, her tongue is forked when it, like,
Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's a crazy tongue.
yeah.
So
Like,
you're
this
biting
is
into
the most
him.
terrifying thing ever for
What's
Mr.
it look
Jabberwocky.
like?
So
Kinda
as
like
she's
a
doing that,
cross
can I
between
use my
spider.
little device to
Yeah, it's like a
amp out the
spider
pheromones
wolf
to the
demon
to
with, like,
his
venom
followers
Goons
over there
outside?
to make
Okay.
them like fall in love with each other and like make out?
I love it. Yeah, make love not war.
Yeah.
You're literally having them make love not
Yeah,
war.
exactly.
We'll have several more weddings today.
Is that enough?
So is that a provoke?
I'm gonna say that's for hook.
Okay, so that's an 8.
Cool.
Ooh, okay.
yeah.
They're not gonna make out forever.
Not forever, but
Yeah,
just,
they're
just
not.
a
They're
little
really not going to fall in love. I mean, look, these guys probably have weird orgies all the time. It's not too weird for them to start. But you know, they're dropping their guns and giving you a little bit of pause.
Yeah. Heat of battle, you know, the adrenaline. They're like, wow.
However,
I'm so attracted to you.
after you taken some nasty bites from Strange Wolf, Jabberwocky manages to find the button for the jetpack.
Right.
He turns it on even when he's lying low, so he flies back. Unfortunately, you get hit by the blast exhaust. You're taking a powerful blow as fire washes over you. And you are... Let me have you take a powerful blow to see if you can like kind of hold on.
Okay.
As he's careening on the floor and heading through the open door and out into the...
I'm taking a powerful blow.
So 6, is that taking?
A 6, you make it. How do you avoid the fire from his jetpack?
It's like, oh no! And then I like throw whatever clothes people have like over it.
Ooh, and you kind of smother it. All right, cool. Strangel, how'd you do?
So I got an 8.
Okay.
So that does mean I think that he is going to get away.
Yeah, I was thinking that. With the jetpack.
Yeah.
So,
Although I don't know how far he gets to get away. Like if it's like just totally gone because he's moving so fast, or
no, he's out of there.
okay.
He is able to just go through the floor. He he hurts himself a little bit, I'm sure, going against the floor, but you are not quite able to hold on to him. He leaves your grasp, and then he zooms off into the air.
Can I? Well, I could let other people go first, but I have an idea.
All right. Well, he is. That jetpack just moves pretty fast. So.
I know.
Oh, you have the portal. You mean portal over to him? You might be able to, but he's already kind of. You can't really know where he is. He's already kind of getting lost in the city. So I don't know if the portal would work.
Portal is mark your doom track to appear in a scene with anyone you want.
Ooh, all right. I'll let you do it a little bit later because that might come into play later. I like that idea actually. I'm starting to think that.
Okay.
That is a curveball I can hit. So.
Okay.
All right, you two. You have to go get Athena's spear out of the treasure room. So, but you head up into the second floor, and you find the door over there is already open.
Oh crap.
You both. I love how it would be like you guys stand together, and then you have the two tails, and then it's the word balloon coming from both of you, saying, "Ah, crap." Oh man, fun with word balloons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange Wolf is really worried that she's going to be stuck as Strange Wolf, by the way.
Alright, so I rush in.
Okay. Same thing.
I rush in after him.
All right, you guys charge inside. You find those arachnotrons are like moving around, heading through all sorts of these pedestals, stands, glass cases, where some of the greatest artifacts that the SOS uncovered are kept. There's maybe a half dozen of the arachnotrons inside. One of them is projecting an image of Weaver, the head of Spider. Maybe he's a little bit older, or maybe not, but he's always wearing that weird kind of glass mask with a spider web on it, so you really don't know what he looks like. And he's sort of, his hologram is in this room examining things and looking around. And he's like, "Yes, help yourself to this treasure trove." He spins around, sees you two, and he says, "Ah, intruders, dispatch them at once."
I think you guys are the intruders, and I just charge in.
All right. So you do directly engage. Raveblade, are you joining in too?
Yep, actually.
But remember, robots can't be afraid.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a China shop. In a China shop.
Oh,
and
great.
sort of
Okay, cool.
smash up some of the casings.
Oh, yeah, cool. All these priceless artifacts.
boy.
Yeah, cool. The China shop. All
That's
right.
what they do. Scuttle the artifacts and beat people.
Thanks, Battle Girl. Some classic Battle Girl there. A 10. All right. So,
So, let's do. Let's resist and avoid, and oh yeah, that's right. I have a third one because.
oh yeah, the arachnotron's just unloading on you, but you're just moving too fast,
Yeah.
and their bullets aren't hitting anything.
I'm actually going to take all their guns
Ooh. All right.
and finally create an opportunity for Mr. Braveblade.
All right. So Braveblade, you got the opportunity. You've a bunch of these arachnotrons have been disarmed. They're still dangerous. They can still put blades out of their robotic limbs, but they're definitely stunned and surprised by his attack. So, what do you do?
so they can't
Well,
feel fear.
you're not feeling
so
enough.
I know.
Yeah, start
I'm just
blowing
going-
my character has been.
to instill bravery in myself. Show no fear. And I charge in after them and cut them apart.
All right. The sword's really into this, almost too much so. Why don't you roll unleash your powers for this one, actually?
Unleash
Or
power.
actually, no, be directly engaged. You're right. You're right.
I just need to fail one. Out of 3
Fail
sessions.
and
10.
take a powerful
Mm.
action. You can do
So you're taking 2 from that list there.
Alright, so. What's the list again? I should really start bringing that list myself.
2 from. Oh, you really. Oh, because you have some conditions marked?
No, just wanted to see what it can do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 4 options.
Sorry.
So I'm going to take their legs from
Look.
them.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, and the sword is super into that. It's just like, yes, cut them apart.
Exactly. And I'm going to frighten.
Yeah.
Now where? And I'm going to
He's real
frighten Weaver.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, he's definitely frightened by this display. He just brought in like a full army of some of his organization's best robots, and you cut them down to size
And
in
then
no
point
time
the
flat.
sword right at his image.
Ooh, it flickers a little bit. He looks at you, and he says, "You're a new one, or perhaps not so new. Weren't you that child who declared himself king of a city?"
Yes, no longer. I did have a good couple of years, though. But I know better now.
No better? My boy, if you came on with Spider, you could be king of more than a city, and for more than a few years. Join the web, and you'll find there's no limits to your power.
There goes
These these sentinels, these heroes, they may think they have the upper hand, but let me tell you something. They've already lost. In fact, we've already gotten what we came here for.
And what exactly is that?
But that would be telling. And he flickers away and vanishes.
Useless. And I cut the spider robot he had his image on.
Alright, just all sparks fly and he collapses. So you can see there is kind of a little statue of Athena holding up that big gleaming spear with the glowing silver head.
That's what I should have done. Oh well. I should have looked for the.
Oh, and
for
use the spear against them? Yeah, that would be cool. But hey,
Do we
there's still
still
those
have the spear
werewolves.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, the spear's still there.
Okay, cool.
And there's still enemies around.
All right. So you grab the spear. You guys do anything else in the treasure trove?
Grab the spear, rush out.
How many robots are there left in like the entire building?
Not too many. Maybe even like less than a half dozen, because you've been destroying them pretty hard.
Hey Tiger, want to make a wager? Who can get to the last couple of robots first?
Oh man, all you can do is do a roll off as you charge back in. So you guys, you all reconverge in the main hall
I'm
together.
really good at directly engage.
You guys have the spear. I know. I just love this trait. You're just a gambler. Addicted to gambling, maybe.
Maybe this is how we become rivals.
Yeah, you can make him. Is he already your rival?
Sort of.
I think.
So.
I don't know. Did it say so on your sheet? Like, I think it was the last
yeah,
thing.
it did. I sort of inadvertently did it before when we started last time, but
Yeah, I think for the purposes of argument, you can kind of choose your
Yeah.
rival. As,
yeah.
All right,
Let's do it.
roll off.
All right, you guys rush in. The last robots kind of spin around and see you. Who wins?
7.
11.
Damn it.
Oh! So, Braveblade, what do you think gives you the edge and makes you the winner of this little contest?
Because I have no fear whatsoever.
You just charge straight into their gunfire and cut them apart.
Yep.
All
It's
right.
whizzing by, just dodging them left and right.
So you guys are back in. You guys get all the hero equipment. You rush back. So
Then
let's
I
have
just look at you and it's like,
let's have Strange Wolf and then Venus. What do you guys do?
Okay.
do
So
that.
we've returned the weapons at this point.
Yeah.
So I look at you and go like give you sad puppy dog eyes, except it's kind of disconcerting.
This weird monster.
Yeah.
And I go, I don't like facing danger alone.
Well, you're not alone.
Okay, and I grab her and then I portal.
just
All right. We'll get back to you. So there's still the werewolves. There's still the spear. Now the heroes got their equipment back.
I sound more like.
Except for the ones that were stolen. Except for the ones that were stolen, I believe.
Yeah, some of them Jabberwocky was able to steal a bunch, or not. I mean, I think he got like a cool sword, the sonic gun, the jetpack. Not much more than that. These guys stopped him. So now a lot of the heroes do have their weaponry and equipment back. They're battling up. They're fighting the werewolves to a standstill, but they still need the sword. I mean, the silver to win the day. Yeah, we have the sword, the silver, the spear, lots of S words.
Yeah.
So the Olympian says, one of you, use it.
Okay. I
Go
still
ahead.
got it in my hand, yeah.
All right, let's
Like,
you do
you have a weapon, so
unleash your powers.
And I don't think he likes company.
it's too bad I'm not angry. Oh well. Oh wait.
I won.
You lost
Can I-
that bet.
can I say
Yeah.
that I lost my bet and
Yes,
I'm
I'm
angry?
gonna say you can check off angry.
Yes.
And I'm lording it.
You're a
over
sore
you.
loser for sure.
And now, and because of thick and thin skin, I get a +1 to unleash your powers.
Oh, nice.
That's-
Woo.
Maxed it out.
Nice.
So that's
Whoa.
14.
All right, so you just hoist up the spear. Silver emanates. All the werewolves like turn and face you and go howling in pain as the light from the tip of the spear burns through them. They are now.
This is part of why I portaled away.
Good point. They are now very weak. So all you kind of take control. How do you finish off these werewolves?
Oh wait. Could I say that our roll-off means that I gain potential?
Yeah, I know it all out. Why not?
Awesome. So that's a level. I'm actually going to unlock my moment of truth.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to read this out. This is what you do best. You let loose all the pent-up strength and rage and glee, and you break whatever stands in your way. What do you? You are a walking demolition crew. What can stand up to you? Nothing. But not buildings, not structures, not enemies. Nothing. Of course, now the people who changed you know exactly where to find you. So I don't know how that's going to work. With,
Well, these Shaolin monks, they might know that you've done. That you're using their what
technically the
your
people who-
training. Oh yeah, the Viet Cong or the
It was
North
the
Vietnamese
Ghost
government.
Division.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
I don't
the
know
ones
if
who
they're still.
officially
I haven't
changed you, yeah.
really.
Well, that might come into play as well. Okay.
So basically, all of the training that I've gotten. I've been trained with spears and so it's just sort of all these like flashing sort of twirls and stabs and slashes, just taking apart all the enemies.
Oh, absolutely. And there are like no werewolves left. They just collapse and instead turn back into these broken mome rats.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a little flourish afterwards and sort of hand the spear over to the Olympian. It's like, this is a fine weapon.
The Olympian says, "And you used it well," and he accepts it.
Professor stepping
It's
over
alright.
whispers
It's
to somebody. I destroyed a bunch of Panzer tanks.
You'll
when
get
I
your
did
chance.
Equal. What's cooler, Panzer tanks or werewolves? Viewers, you tell us. You be the judge.
this. What about Panzer tanks piloted by werewolves?
Oh man.
That wasn't the case.
Oh,
Those
that's coming up next. Don't worry.
Panzer wolves.
Yeah. So the party is now safe. Professor Delacroix and Skydancer, Professor Diesel and Skydancer, kind of emerge from the wreckage. They are both fighting, even without their equipment. Though Professor Diesel was able to get some of hers back, her like jet boots and sort of jet or high tech gauntlets. So she was able to do okay. But even without his jetpack, Skydancer is pretty good. Though maybe not so much with the guns as you learned. Yeah. So they come over and they sort of like thank you, and they're kind of like hugging each other, instead of leaning on each other. And Professor Diesel says, "Well, I warned you this would happen." And Skydancer says, "I guess so, but you know, honey, it was worth it." I think the Reverend's somewhere over there. Let's go finish this real quick. And they head over to complete their vows.
By the way, where's the rest of our team?
Yeah, you guys. So speaking of that, America Kamen comes to.
We'll never know.
The
Like
line.
I said, sorry, I
Disappeared.
ported us to a
Yeah.
black hole again.
I know. You'll figure out what happened to you in a second.
Yeah.
America Kamen gets you two. He is He's looking pretty alarmed. He kind of pulls you two aside. He's like, when you were up there, something was missing, wasn't it? You didn't happen to notice anything? No. I was just when.
In the vault?
Yeah, in the treasure room.
What did you keep in there?
Well, there was one particular thing I really wanted kept safe, and I think we lost. I was just looking at the security feeds actually, and yeah, it's gone. The demon's eye is gone. It was they found it in the Golden Valley in the ruins of this temple that Skydancer and Professor Stepanova, back when she was the Red Widow, they fought Spider there. All these some ancient civilization, the ancient ones used to dwell there, and the demon's eye was a way for them to contact extra-dimensional entities and powers, demons, devils, if you're of the religious persuasion. It said that one in particular, yeah. It contacted something called Paragon the Arbiter.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Professor Diesel and I are working on trying to use it as a way to maybe examine Paragon, keep him away from our dimension, but it was too dangerous. It lets you communicate with him, and that guy, well, he's bad news. Even just saying hello to him will ruin your day. And now, I think either Spider has it, or maybe...
I think it was Spider. We had a run-in with...
The leader of them, Weaver.
It's possible. I think it might be more likely the Jabberwocky, his gang might have got their hands on it too. They were working together with Spider. Them and these vampires. It's a whole trio of evil forces. But look, we need that demon's eye back as soon as possible. I need you to go out into the city tonight. Knock on doors. Do what you have to. Find the demon's eye before it's too late.
We seriously need to get the rest of our team strangled.
Yeah, what happened to him?
I don't know.
Do we know where they are? Where did they
You
go?
know where I
Where do they go?
Yeah, we'll get to you.
They were going after the weapons in the coat rack, right?
And as you're wondering this, Nixon kind of comes by and is like, "Gentlemen, you're doing a great job. I just wanted to shake your hand and thank you." And urge you.
Shut up.
What was his American was like, "Sir, sir." And he kind of leads him away. So meanwhile, you two,
Shut up!
Cat, Strangel,
Mr. Nixon, I don't know if you actually want to do that.
where did you teleport to exactly? The same scene with Jabberwocky?
I teleported directly to Jabberwocky, yeah. Wherever he is, that's where I am. If that's him flying through the air, then I am now hanging on him, holding her in my other hand.
All right.
I've got a lot of hands. I've got 4 hands. I can do a lot with them. They're very big.
That's true. So you were actually in a whole new spot, not in the air.
Okay.
He was able to use the jetpack to go to his hideout. It's a fast jetpack.
Yeah.
It goes fast. And you have no idea where it is because it looks like it's like no place on Earth. It looks like Wonderland. Yeah, you're in this weird place. There's grass under your feet, maybe AstroTurf. The walls are painted blue. There's weird mushrooms everywhere. There's like weird trees. Maybe they're props. Maybe they're real. It's a totally strange place. And sitting there in front of you, cross-legged, is Jabberwocky. He has the demon's eye, this disc of obsidian tinged with silver, kind of this teardrop-shaped device. If you look at it from different angles, the colors start to change. Colors that human eye can't really understand.
I probably can.
Yeah, you can sort of see it. You can even look into it and kind of see where it leads, which is a place you don't want to look at. He's just kind of holding it at his side. He's a hookah. Hookah! I can pronounce words! And he breathes in deeply, and then he says, "You are late for a very important date. But don't you worry, ladies. I'll get you there." And he breathes out this drug right into your faces.
Okay.
So you two take a lungful of white rabbit, the very nasty drug that the mome rats are synthesizing and spreading through the city. And when you guys are hallucinating super hard, which I don't know what drug is going to do to alien and demon/werewolf, but we're going to figure that out next time. Jeez. Yeah, I was going to have to take a powerful blow, but we'll see what happens next time.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
Oh, that's right, all the way down. So let's go around, because even though the team is literally divided, maybe it's not. Maybe you're still coming together. So let's go over that end of session stuff. Maybe we'll start. I think we'll start with Marvin for the introduction. So we'll start with Nick this time.
Okay.
So tell me, what do you think? Did you grow closer to your team, grow into the own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I'm gonna grow closer to the team, especially since with the whole gaining a rival, I guess you could say. Friendly rival, of course.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Some friendly competition, sort of something that I didn't really get in with the temple, or at least I was told not to. So, yeah, I guess that would have you gain influence over me, but I think you already did, technically, as my rival. So
That would just work it out.
yep, and then I get to clear my angry for that.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, so working out pretty well for you.
Give
Venus.
influence to that character and clear condition.
Oh yeah, get some influence
Yeah,
to your official rival,
Yep,
Brave
and-
in there.
Yeah. I'll
Those
clear
are actually
condition.
the only people that have influence over Rumble anyways.
Yeah.
Your rival and your love.
Yep.
Cool. Venus.
I guess Venus grew more into her own image because
Yeah, I would say so. Using powers.
She has more her wide range of powers. She's only starting.
Okay, Kat, Strangel.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I need to do with her because she's doomed, so there's an extra step at this point for her.
Okay.
I think she grew more into the image of herself, probably, out of anything.
Sure. That's what turning into a wolf monster does to you.
Sure. Which I'm going to say that her mundane is going down and her danger is going up.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's logical, right?
Sure.
I mean, she's weirder than she was before.
Oh, absolutely. You think she's gonna stick as a werewolf?
I have no idea.
It's a strange wolf? Yeah, I want to see how that works out.
Yeah, that's kind of your call. If she's
Ooh.
stuck this way.
All right, I like it. And I might make some weird kind of wolf Strangel hybrid, a little more human, but still very weird. You guys
Take
can go on.
transform powers later on, maybe.
Well, yeah, I guess
That's
if I
one of
can.
the options. Yeah.
I don't know if it is an option. I mean, she's got abilities, and one of them is body transmutation, but I didn't take it unless you want to say, because you're now this thing, you also have body transmutation.
Yeah, we can say that. I'll see you can add that one.
Okay, so she has body transmutation now because now she's part werewolf too.
Yeah, and you can kind of. This feels like some very much like original character Do Not Steal. It's a demon, part werewolf. Margaret,
It's
how
a
about
mess.
you?
Oh, sorry, there was one more thing. At the end of every session, I have to answer the question: did I make progress on defeating my nemesis? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say no because
Yeah.
the demon's eye is in the wrong hands for
Yeah,
sure.
so I've got to mark my doom track. Otherwise, I could mark potential.
All right, how did you do?
Oh, definitely growing closer to the team. Same thing as Nick's character. It's definitely good to have like friendly rivalry. Rivalry.
There we go.
There we go.
It's cool.
The competition.
Good
Yeah,
competition.
because Brave Blade never really had that many friends growing up, so
Aw.
this is a whole new experience for him.
No, a lot better to be friends with a Furious Tiger than an evil sword. I gotta say.
Yeah.
But speaking of Evil Sword, there is a dark side to that. Marking potential. And it probably is going to talk to you a little bit, saying, you lost it a little bit there. Would you
Yeah.
like some more control? I can give it to you.
Ooh, it's very much. It likes that a lot. She says yes.
No, I mean, that's the sword to Brave.
Oh, the sword talking to you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, do you say yes to it, or are you just tempted?
A bit tempted, saying, alright, show me. What can you do?
Whoa, we'll get into that a lot, very much next time. But we're going to take a little break from the main story because we're gonna be missing some players next week. So instead, we're going to pause this, pick it up 2 weeks from now. We're gonna have another Generation Villain interlude. I had a lot of fun with the last one with this,
Oh, yes.
the crazy casino heist. So we'll have Marvin, Lucy, and Nick playing some new villain characters, maybe old villain characters too. Maybe we'll get some new faces here as well for a villainous fun time in sleazy 70s Hollywood.
And maybe our employers won't betray us this time.
Oh,
Hey.
don't be so sure.
Yes. Well, we'll see what my new character Shadowblade has to offer.
Ooh, cool.
By the way, I put down for the body transmutation werewolf only,
Yeah.
so it's not like the full ability. It's just she now has like the power form.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that plays out in 2 weeks. I know, cliffhanger, but that's how it happens. Yeah. Next-ish.
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 Yeah.
That's next-ish.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in, everyone that hopped in there and checked out what we were doing. If you aren't caught up on it, you can definitely catch up with the VOD of last week's episode. It's definitely on our Twitch channel, where you're watching right now. And then you can watch this one again. So there's still some stuff to catch up on anyways. I mean, if you haven't seen the Silver Age, if you haven't seen the Golden Age,
That's right,
it's
yeah.
all right there in the collection. So you can watch them all.
Watch
You can
Generation
binge.
Villain, yeah.
You can binge.
You don't even have to pay extra for back issues.
Yeah, they're just there. They're just sitting on the shelf waiting for you to pick them up.
Premium quality.
Yep. So
Resin sealed.
come check them out. We will be doing some villain stuff. I'm pretty pumped about that. Those are always fun little ones inside of here. So thank you so much for joining in. We're gonna go ahead and step off and do this again next time. So join us again and make sure and pull up a chair and make time to tabletop.
Make time to take.
Big time to tabletop, bitches.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you.
See y'all.
Hello.